Hi, my name is Vinay. I'm a product manager at InfluxDB.
And I'm Adam. I'm a director of engineering at InfluxDB.
So today we're going to look at invokable scripts and tasks. So Adam, what have we got here?
So an invokable script is a piece of Flux code that we install on our InfluxDB server that we can then run with some runtime parameters that can influence the way the script executes and give us different results.
Okay, so that's the scripts.
Yeah.
And now we're saying we can reference scripts in tasks.
Yeah, so we can actually install the task such that it accesses the script by ID so that we can then fetch the code from there and execute the task, possibly with various different configurations for the parameters.
Okay, so we can have multiple tasks that just reference with a one script then.
Just a single script, that's right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, and this is going to be great for managing tasks at scale then, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So Adam, what are some of the ways we can use this?
So one approach that I really like to use, I call the variable context script.
Okay.
So in this case, what I do is I write a script where I maybe have a job that I want to do for multiple different pieces of data in my system. And each of those jobs are relatively independent, right? So in this case, this is an Internet of Things application where I have some temperature sensors, say around my factory. And really, I want to do the same check on every sensor.
Okay.
And so there's nothing really different about this except for the context of which sensor ID that I want to use for doing this check.
Okay.
And so that's the only thing that really needs to change.
Okay, so in your tasks, you're passing in the sensor ID to your script.
Right, so this shows how we configure the task to, one, reference the script by name. So you see it says check temp here, so that references our script up above.
Okay.
And then for each task configuration, you have to provide the parameters for that specific run. So you see here we have a specific sensor for this run, 12AB, and it will do that job. And then you can also, one really nice feature of this, I think, is that you can actually change the interval that you want to do these checks.
Okay, that's
if that
great.
helps, yeah.
So Adam, what is another approach you can use?
So another approach I really like to use, I call reusable downsampling. So downsampling is usually a job that is really consistent and regular in terms of the aggregate that you're trying to apply. So you might want to be, in this example, it's simple. We're just using a simple mean in our aggregate window.
Okay.
The things you might want to change are where the data comes from, and the window size that you're using for the aggregation,
Right.
And then where the data goes to, so that you can kind of organize your data effectively for your application.
Okay, so then you build your task to pass in those parameters, and you have a lot of flexibility there, right?
Yeah, so these examples show us how to configure our tasks. So again, we're referencing our script by name. So in this case, we've changed the name to get downsample. So our system will go ahead and look up the get downsample script. And we need to provide specific parameters for this task installation. So here we're getting our data from a raw data bucket, and we've decided that we're going to write it to a bucket called DS, or downsampling 5 minutes. And then naturally we're going to say, well, the window period here will be 5 minutes.
So and you've got another task here which is doing it for 15, right?
Yeah, so this one's, the period is 15 minutes, so that's a coarser granularity of downsampling, and we want to keep that data distinct from the 5-minute batch.
Okay.
And so we actually then can write this to a different bucket.
Yeah, they were still running every hour, but they're doing slightly different things, and you're still saving it to 2 buckets and getting that value. Now say, we see that mean's not really the right thing for us to do. Is it just simple for us to swap this out? How does this help us there?
Yeah, so if we come back and say, we'd really like to do something more advanced, or, our data science team has put together, a really nice aggregation that's going to give us better insights into our data, all we have to do is go and update this get downsample script and make the changes we want to have, maybe write a whole lot more Flux code, and these tasks that are already configured to run the downsampling will start using the new code.
Wow, I think that's really useful. Hope you find this interesting, and can't wait to see what you build with this.